Hi everybody, this is Scott Wenkivitz of Photocracy and the Photographers SEO community. Recently, Matt Cutts of Google published a video on YouTube talking about EXIF data and how Google looks at it. Now, he basically said Google does not have it in their algorithm to use it for SEO. However, they do look at EXIF data, and you can see that based on image search because you can look for different things. However, there is always a chance that they're going to include it for SEO. So in this video, it's going to be a very short video, but I want to just quickly show you the importance of making sure that your EXIF data or your metadata in whatever software you're editing your photographs has the appropriate information. So here's a photograph that I exported from Lightroom. You can already see that it exported with all of the keywords. It even has my star rating, has the file type and the file size, and of course the creation date. So if I look over here at the metadata section that's in, right now I'm inside of Adobe Bridge, you can see that it is showing me the date that it was created, the date that it was modified. So Google, theoretically, this is all theoretical, if Google started using this for SEO, it knows how relevant time-wise this photograph is. It also knows the dimensions, which is not very big for SEO except for speed. It'll know the resolution. For web, you don't need it more than 72 ppi. Your dimensions, again, there for inches. Your color profile could be very useful for SEO. It really depends. Under IPTC Core, you've got all of my information, me as a photographer, my copyright, all that fun stuff. My location, so where I actually am, the town and state I am in, inside of the copyright information, really good for local SEO. The keywords, so if they started looking at keywords, then this could be relevant. Now, these keywords are not optimized for SEO because Google's not really looking at anything. This is optimized for search within a website, or search if I put this on 500 pixels, if I put it on a stock website, keywords that are relevant to the photograph, not specifically keywords relevant to Google. But then we can keep going. You can see here that it's actually showing me where this was photographed. So Hoboken, New Jersey. That's exactly where it was photographed. It has my copyright in here, so Google will see this. Now this is part of it which shows up in Google Images is whether it's a copyrighted photograph or if it is Creative Commons. Now this is copyrighted, so Google will not show it in their copyrighted. It will not show it in their Creative Commons Google Images results. Then there's the IPTC extensions. I do not use this. You could always use this if you wanted to. There's a lot of options. Then you have your camera data EXIF. Now here's what's really interesting. You've got the focal length. So really, if Google started to look at focal lengths and aperture and shutter speeds, it's all right in here. So this is a good reason why you do not want to strip it out when you upload it, because if Google or Bing or Yahoo or any search engine starts looking at EXIF data for search results, for example, if I went to Google and I typed in that I want to see a photograph from a Nikon D800 at f2.8 shot with a 24 to 70 millimeter Nikon lens at focal length 70 millimeters, my photograph might show up if Google was indexing EXIF data. So that's pretty neat. Or did flash fire? So if you want to see the look of a photograph when the flash fired, then that would also be in the EXIF data. We can keep going. You got white balance. So all these different things where if Google was indexing EXIF data, all of this information could show up and be relevant. Serial number. So there's a website service called Lens Tag where you can put in your serial number of a lens. They now integrate with services where if an image is found with a serial number on the internet and that lens is a lens tag listed, or that camera is a lens tag listed camera, that it will actually alert lens tag. Now there's already many services that do this. Some are free, some are not. But if Google started doing this, where you can search for a serial number of a piece of equipment, that's pretty huge. Then here is something very important. Now, I mentioned local SEO, that fact that it had my information in it and also had where it was shot. Here is the GPS data. So I actually geotagged the photograph and I left it in there because now if Google started indexing the EXIF, they would actually see exactly where I photographed it. And they might even throw it up on Google Maps because they know exactly where it was with the longitude, the latitude, and the altitude, and the exact timestamp as well. So a lot of stuff that could come in handy that if Google started indexing EXIF. So the article that I'm going to link to in this video will have the original video from Matt Cutts also talking about this. Again, they are currently not, quote unquote, using EXIF in their SEO algorithm, but you never know. So thanks for watching and see you next time.